So I want to leave you with one final tip, one final story on how to be a non-obvious innovator, on how to think about the world differently, on how to be like that guy watching that Ed Sheeran concert with the plastic cup guy. How to think in that way. And I'll tell you this story with something that I discovered last year. Anybody familiar with this slow TV? Okay, a couple people, yes. So slow TV is on Netflix right now. So if you have Netflix, you have slow TV. And what slow TV is episodic shows that last for 8 hours, and the entire episode is a fire burning in a fireplace, or a train going slowly through the mountain range, or somebody knitting is like an 8-hour episode. So when I first heard about this, I thought, first of all, in my head, who would do this, right? Who has that much time? And the second was, okay, I have to try it. So I figured it out. I had exactly 37 minutes between 2 conference calls. And I set my timer on my phone, and I put it down over here. And I turned on the fireplace one, because I was feeling the groove of the fireplace. And I started watching. And the first couple minutes, I'm like, I can't believe I'm doing this. This is idiotic. There's so many other things I could be doing. But I turned off all the alerts on my phone. I was committed to this thing for you. That's why I did it. So I'm sitting there and I'm watching 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes pass. Now I'm kind of like zoning out a little bit. I didn't fall asleep or anything, but I'm sort of getting into the meditation zone, right? Like I should probably experience some meditation stuff. I'm Indian, right? So I'm getting into this thing. And at the 17-minute mark, the fire was kind of getting a little low. And so, you know, they have to like poke it, right? So a poker comes from the side. I don't know the terminology for it, but a poker comes from the side and it like, you know, moves the wood around. And I got excited. Not like sexually or anything. I mean, you know, I got excited that something happened because I was in the zone, right? But I only got to that zone because I decided that I was going to commit to this thing, and I spent 17 minutes getting there. And the lesson that I learned from that is sometimes we got to commit ourselves to thinking in non-obvious ways. Otherwise, we're never going to get there. And so there's one way that I will encourage you all to do this right away. And it is the time when you go home, even if you happen to live in Austin, go to a local bookshop or go through the airport and buy a magazine that's not targeted at you. Buy a magazine that's not for you at all. For me, I would buy like Modern Farmer magazine or Hispanic Mom magazine. And I'm serious, I'm not even joking. Because what you will see if you do that is you will see an entire world of media that you would never see otherwise. Because Facebook's algorithm is not going to serve it up to you. Google's search is not going to show you. And you would never otherwise see that because probably your friends aren't interested in that. I wish I had Modern Farmers as friends. I don't. So I have to get that from somewhere else. And this is a beautiful way with a couple, you know, less than $10 that you can get yourself outside of yourself and into someone else's world. And what a beautiful thing is that, don't you think? Because we don't give ourselves opportunity for that, right? I mean, we're here in our South by Southwest bubble, and we're living the life, and we're having all of these awesome shared experiences, and we have all these friends that are back home, somewhere else, and we have a responsibility to them because we are the innovators. That's why we're here. We're the ones that have to try new stuff. Because if we don't try new stuff, who in our friend circle is going to do that? If we don't think in non-obvious ways, who else is going to do it? So that's on us. We have to decide to do it. We have to decide to sit there for 17 minutes or 35 minutes and watch that firestorm, right? We have to decide to get that magazine that nobody else is going to pick up from our circle because we can do it. And what it allows us to do is focus on intersections. And intersections are such a beautiful thing. They're the payoff. If there's a payoff from non-obvious thinking, it's intersections. The idea that you can take something from one industry, put it together with a different industry, and come up with something brand new. That's where innovation comes from. You can't work in financial services and just look at the trends in financial services and say, okay, now I'm going to innovate. It doesn't work. You have to get outside of that. You have to get outside of that.